Was a young doctor and lived in Squirrel Hill on Beachwood Boulevard. Figured it couldn't be anybody else.
She and Jeff's uncle raced to the house, confirmed their fears, and called Jeff's dad in Florida.
Then I got a phone call from my brother. Didn't pull any punches. He said, Jerry, Jeff's dead. The police are here. They got a whole place cordoned off. One of the worst things that can happen is the death of a child, because it's against nature. A child is not supposed to die before we do. You know, why, Jeff? Why is this happening?
It's a question detectives asked Jeff's roommate, Ken Driscoll.
Everybody's a suspect, including the individual who reports the crime. We try to eliminate everybody, and then what we have left is the person who did the crime.
Why did he call from the home? Why did he use the home phone? Did he leave the house because he wanted to stage a burglary?
As the sun rises on one of Pittsburgh's most grisly killings, an icy fear grips family, residents, and police. The brutal killing has made the winter that much colder.
Furniture Village sponsors Prime Time on CBS Reality.
This week our green beans, trio lettuce, mushrooms and baby potatoes are now only 59p each. Full fresh products at one fantastic price, only at Lidl, subject to availability.
Hi, I'm Paul Hollywood. And if you're looking for something indulgent, mouth-wateringly tasty, wholesome perhaps, then come with me. I'm touring the world's culinary capitals, exploring the heritage, tasting local treats, and getting a real feel for the inspiration behind the passion that drives me, baking.
Brand new and exclusive Paul Hollywood City Bakes this week on Food Network.
Some people love the quality of solid real wood so much, they want to fill their entire home with it. With Oak Furnitureland's huge choice of exclusively designed ranges costing less than you might think, you can furnish every room in your home. Well, almost every room. Oak Furnitureland's weekend super sale must end Sunday.
Keep on pouring. Keep on warming up. Keep on chatting. Checking. Searching. Keep on getting a little bit more out of life. Just switch to the award-winning 123 current account. The current account with cashback and interest in one. Simple, personal, fair. It's what a bank should be.
Strong is taking on Rockstar Blonde. Strong is turning up the volume. Pan 10. Strong hair can handle anything. Just take your Pan 10 Peruvian. Strong's beautiful. I trust Pan 10 to make my hair strong. And I'm not the only one. With 3 bottles sold every minute in Boots. Where it's now half price. Filters made simple.
Nothing to say about it. There's nothing that people can say. Because that's how a woman is made. Because I'm a woman, do you think I'm gonna crack under pressure or conquer the field?
Defy expectations any day of the month with Always Ultra. Unlike the Maxipad, it has liquid-looking gel, and gel can't leak.
Can I stay calm and in the zone? Of course I can.
We write the rules, always.
What is young Miss Latina?
Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes, Nigel Mansell's Williams, every iconic car in the history of Formula One can be yours in the Formula One Car Collection, with a magazine that chronicles the complete history of Formula One, starting with Ayrton Senna's McLaren. The Formula One Car Collection, out now, $2.99.
PaleCasino.co.uk is an exclusive online casino designed for ladies who like to have fun. Play top slot games like the enchanting Pixies of the Forest.
the mysterious Cleopatra, and the sensational Siberian Storm. And for us ladies who are always on the move, try our handy mobile games. So come on, join now at pinkcasino.co.uk and get £10 completely free.
New Links Daily Fragrances.
Furniture Village sponsors Primetime on CBS Reality.
Okay.
In a quiet, snowy neighborhood, police investigate the savage murder of Dr. Jeffrey Farkas, an intern at Pittsburgh's Children's Hospital.
To commit a crime this heinous, you have to be demented. I mean, you have to have something
TV's
wrong.
snarky.
You have to be a monster.
This sounded super weird, but oh well, whatever.
That they found. This was a bad one. This was a whodunit. And they had never seen a crime scene so horrific.
How the monster gained entry isn't clear.
Although the house was ransacked and there looked like there had been a fight, there was no sign of forced entry. There was no broken windows. There was no broken door. So that would suggest that the victim knew the person who killed him.
You think it's somebody that he knows, that he let in the house, or somebody that has a key to the house?
At least 2 other people have keys. Jeff's roommates.
So the two that we had to look at from the very beginning were the 2 housemates.
Usually when you have that type of overkill, what you have is some sort of relationship between the victim and the person who did the killing. There is a rage that that person has, and he's taking it out on the boy.
Investigators continue questioning Kent Driscoll.
Kent's fingerprints were found on one knife. Of course, he covered that by saying, yeah, I went there and I became very suspicious, so I picked up a knife. And then you think to yourself, it's unusual, a doctor picking up a knife and going through the house. It's not what your normal reaction would be.
They asked where he was that evening.
He worked late at the hospital, and then he left the hospital and went home.
But his alibi is not airtight.
People can't account for every minute of every day generally, and so there were some time lapses there. Well, then you think, wow, he could have driven from the hospital home, killed him, and driven back, and nobody would have missed him.
Investigators interview the other roommate, Donovan Lentz. His alibi is solid.
He was with his girlfriend almost the entire night. Based on verifying where he was at the time the murder took place, we were able to eliminate Donovan.
By dawn on the morning of the murder, police find a potential clue.
In the snow, there were 2 shoe impressions as a 3-dimensional.
My mouse is so loud.
And
Why?
you can see the pattern.
Let me skip
Snow
to
tests.
The snow is different
No,
than
then
sort
it doesn't work.
because when you put the material
Go
in,
here.
it generates a little bit of heat and tends to melt it. So you have to be very careful, and you have to spray it with a specific chemical
No, that
first so
function.
it sets off and
No,
it
that
doesn't
doesn't
melt.
work.
You have to be careful how you put the material in.
The impressions
Okay,
were made by
whatever.
size
Just
13
gonna-
shoes and don't match what Jeff or his roommates wear. It's still so little to go on. Jeff's loss is a hard reality to face.
He was extremely friendly. When you met Jeff, he made sure that you were a friend right from the very beginning. People just loved to be around him.
He really had that kind of carpe diem attitude to him. I have a picture of Jeff, and he took it during the intern retreat.
He took this great selfie with his grin. And this grin is just so infectious and so mischievous. There's this twinkle in his eye. I love that picture of him because it just says so much about him and about the kind of person he was.
He also had a more serious side, a commitment to help others.
One day he called me up and said, Dad, I want to be a doctor. And shocked me a little bit. I said, well, that's a pretty big undertaking, Jeff. And he said, yeah, but that's what I wanted to do. I've been working with kids. He decided he wanted to be a pediatrician.
After medical school in Michigan, Jeff does a rotation at a Detroit emergency room.
Detroit had a lot of violent crime, and Jeff saw that working in the trauma center, and it affected him.
One time he was walking out of the hospital with his friends, and they were mugged. His friend was shot, and that was not the kind of environment that he wanted to work in.
He moves to Pittsburgh to intern at the prestigious Children's Hospital, attracted by the city's relative safety.
Dr. Farkas had a special gift for children.
He discovered that he had a natural
My
ability
mouth's so
to
friggin' loud.
ease a child's fear of the medical environment. The kids that he worked with absolutely loved him.
Like one young girl who was suffering from Crohn's disease.
One thing he had to do was listen to her stomach. So he put a stethoscope on her stomach and say, oh, good morning, Mr. Stomach. Boy, you sound great today, much better than yesterday. Then the girl just thought the world of him. Wow. It made her stay in the hospital tolerable.
Jeff's compassionate soul makes his death all the more tragic.
A lot of our killings, they're drug related. They're people that are criminals themselves and put themselves in bad situations. Dr. Farkas was the complete opposite. Totally innocent person whose desire and wishes were to help mankind. People said Pittsburgh's a pretty safe town. Maybe you should go there. And he liked Children's Hospital, so he applied. And there is tremendous irony in that. He came to a place that he thought was safe, and that's where he died.
Jeff's body was so brutalized, the medical examiner can't even determine which injury caused his death.
It was pivotal to blunt force trauma, strangulation, to stabbing. Any of those would have been fatal. The coroner likened it to a body that was killed in a high-speed collision in an automobile. That's how brutally he was beaten.
The 3 knife wounds to each eye are especially disturbing.
On a personal, emotional level, you really thought, was this necessary? Why did you have to stab Dr. Farkas in the eyes? He's dead.
And the matching wounds to the Caribbean mask.
It felt almost as if a diabolical kind of spit in your face type of thing. Like, I did this, I'm proud of it, I'm displaying something here.
Is that display a clue in itself? The mask was a childhood present.
His mother and I had a business trip to Nassau, and we were just doing some shopping. We wanted to bring him back a gift, and so that was kind of special to him.
The fact it was a personal item that was cherished by Dr. Farkas, it was his. He kept it in the bedroom close to him. And so we had to ask ourselves, was it somebody that knew Dr. Farkas and knew his relationship to this piece of art? So again, that raises another red flag.
In any homicide, there's usually a connection between the victim and the person they murdered. In this case, that's what we thought. We have a case of overkill. We have a personal item that was brought by the victim's parents and given to them, and that was in the tub with them.
Unlike the police, Jeff's friends can't believe he knew his killer.
It's just so over the top that we knew this was a stranger. We knew this wasn't, anyone that Jeff knew.
Investigators start to think the same, especially once they rule out roommate Kent Driscoll.
What he said was backed up. They were able to go and interview people that verified his whereabouts when this happened.
The killer remains free to slay again.
So there was some fear among residents that this was going to continue.
In homicide investigations, rarely do you reach out to the FBI. Unless you have a very strange or unusual case, something that they can work with. Clearly, this was an overkill. The eyes, that was highly unusual. The uniqueness of it told us immediately, you got to call the FBI.
Freeman tells an FBI criminal profiler about the brutal attack, the eyes, and the Caribbean mask. The profiler can't link the attacker to other recent crimes, but he knows this type of sick psychology and gives a dire warning.
And what he told us, it was very chilling. He said, catch him, because he's probably done it before and he'll do it again.
Furniture Village, sponsors prime time on CBS Reality.
Christopher, it's your bedtime now.
Sorry, just squeaked out. This year, he's being sort of out of nowhere. I think we're up to something.
In your bed.
Ice pack ever launched.
Yeah, with it. Gosh.
Shoot fireballs at
Whatever.
Sky Bingo, we believe in giving you more. So this month, rock around the clock with £1.2 million in cash up for grabs in your favourite bingo rooms. Plus, if you're visiting us for the first time, spend £5 and play with 40. And what's more, join your friends in the community. Wait. Up for grabs. So get more from your bingo at Sky Bingo. Download the app or go to Sky Bingo today to play your £40. When the fun stops, stop.
The whole house is alight. We need 1,500.
Sensitive bladder. Try always discreet for sensitive bladder. Wiggle, move, and don't hold back. Ultra thin and super absorbent. And sensitive bladder. So what? Always discreet. Voted product of the year. You have the power to feel free on our network.
Yes. 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 Yes.
We have our best ever network that you can test for 30 days.
Hello, Blade Trap.
That's a challenge with my one-armed bandit. Or a turn on my roulette wheel. Then it's a game of poker you desire.
The Pain-Free Casino Fund. Join Castle.
Wasn't required. So this is your poker face.
Furniture Village sponsors Prime Time on CBS Reality.
Pittsburgh's late winter turns even crueler as the murder of a beloved pediatrician grabs the headlines.
The whole city was kind of a buzz about this. People were feeling frightened. A lot of people were kind of hanging out at work and saying, do you want me to walk you to your car? We were all kind of a little bit on edge.
A shadowy killer still stalks the icy suburban streets.
We don't know how fast his predatory clock is ticking. Some it will be days between killings, some it will be weeks, and some it will be months. With this person, that clock. We don't want somebody else to document this.
Keep going.
Come on.
Yeah, you were.
Investigators conduct interviews with everyone in Jeff's inner circle.
They did that by talking to their roommates, by examining Jeff's life going all the way back to high school and coming up to present time, even interviewing his neighborhood.
He never did anything wrong. I mean, he wasn't doing drugs. He wasn't going out with everyone. He wasn't doing anything. And then he got before they realized what Jeff's personality was and what a kind person, any person he was.
You see cases